Hello everyone, Wenu Solsona here from Oracle. We are live on Instagram today, 17th of March, and very shortly we're going to be talking to Amy Sikarskie, and she'll be channeling the Council of Light, and we'll be chatting about the future of humanity. So very exciting topic, and I know that she is right here watching, and she'll be joining us right now. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. Today is the third Sunday of the month, and every third Sunday of the month we are right here on Instagram with a different channeler talking about a different subject. Today we're talking about the future of humanity, which is super exciting, and you guys will be able to post any questions here on the chat. I'll try and pick up as much as I can. I've got tons of questions. I almost like hope nobody posts any questions. I've got so many questions to ask. But no, of course you're very welcome. I'll read the questions and then I'll make sure to ask all of them, hopefully. Yola is here. Hi, Yola. Yola is from our admin team, so Yola will be maybe chatting with you guys, sometimes clarifying if there's a question that's not super clear. Frankie, hi there. Nina, welcome. Ingrid, thank you so much for being here, guys. And I see Amy's here. Great. So she's just gonna ask me, or I'm gonna ask her rather. And okay, she should show up just now. And Amy channels the Council of Light. There she is. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you? I'm excited.
I am too. I've just been praying that my connection stays, so if it kicks
Oh
me
yeah.
off, I'll come back on.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Yeah. Welcome everyone. Hi, Erica, Alina. So nice to see you guys. Friedman, Kimi. Guys, today we are going to be chatting about the future of humanity. So, Amy, hi, welcome. And maybe why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and what or who you channel?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Amy Sikarskie, and I channel the Council of Light. They are a group of high vibrational star beings who are here to help humanity. So it's a very perfect topic. And I've been trance or physically channeling them since 2018. And so they're here for everybody. They work with me a lot. So sometimes I feel like they're my personal guides, and that way we all can work with them. But they are here for the collective, for all of us. So,
Yeah,
yep.
beautiful. Okay, wonderful. All right. So, if there's any questions for Amy herself, but I think we're gonna pretty much jump in pretty soon. I mean, maybe take us through that process, Amy. Like, what do you do to get into the channeling state, and what does it feel like for you when you're channeling?
Yeah, it feels really peaceful. But right before, sometimes I get like they started coming close to me about 20 minutes ago. So I feel like I have the jitters, like I drank all this coffee, which I didn't. So it's like I told my husband it's like the nerves before a big game because he's a football player. He's like, oh, I get it. So it's like right
Right.
before, yeah, all the excitement. And when I go into the channeling space, I can feel them. They come into my aura, and then I come out here, and I'm just right here listening. I'm present, and then they speak through my voice, and so it's the accent will change. Sometimes there's different spokes beings, so the accent changes a little bit if a different one comes in. But recently, it's been the same kind of accent, and that's just their frequency, how it pulsates through my vocal cords. So yeah,
Okay.
you'll notice, yeah.
I do remember when I have heard you for the first time, I was a bit like, oh, I just didn't expect it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Um, okay, that's really cool. Okay, well, and then at the end, maybe we'll chat with you, for a little while. But otherwise, you're going to be in the channeling state. And guys, you can post your questions on the chat. Hi, welcome everyone, Randy and Ali. Thanks for being here, guys. So I'll pick up any questions that come on the comments. Otherwise, I do have my own questions. We're kind of focusing on the future of humanity, but it's okay if, the question is not 100% related. We will answer everything. So, yeah, well, thanks, Amy. And I think we're ready for
I'm
a couple of
ready.
minutes. Okay.
I could feel it. Thank you. Okay, so just takes me a moment to let them come in. Oh, already those nerves are like softening. It just, yeah, it's so fun. Okay, one moment here. Yes, we are here, and it is a very joyful opportunity for us to be here with you today. Greetings, friends. What a delight. We feel like a family out here. We feel a camaraderie and a kinship to many beings who are present in the physical body at your current space of time. And also, as you say, will be on the replay. But you see, you all have a team in spirit, and your team in spirit, as it is, they are working with you. We also, for many, are familiar with these teams in spirit. You all have signed up, you could say. You all have volunteered. You all have joyfully, from your heart space, agreed to be here today in the body, in this place of time, but also on the planet for your life experience, you see. So it is a great joy and honoring for us to be here, to make a connection in such a way, dear ones. We are intrigued, we are delighted, and we are welcoming the questions that you have, that you will be sharing from your hearts and mind. So, Wanu, we are welcoming a beginning of questions or conversation.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Thank you for being here. My question is humanity going to make it? There are those that say we're going to kill ourselves. There are those who say this time we do make it, and there's a lot of people that are very unsure. What is in store for humanity?
Yes, humanity will make it. You have had some setbacks in the past. This is true. There have been many things that are not even notated in your history books or publicly spoken or taught about. But you see, you all are here now. You are all here now for a purpose and a reason. And not all of you beings have been here at the same time in the past. This time it is like a legion, an army of light warrior, angel, beautiful guides. Many of you have been spiritual guides, star beings, all of the highest light frequency at a soul level. There are many of you here, and collectively your frequencies are coming together and they are resonating. You can create that synergy, that resonating frequency that expands brighter and further when all are aligned. We are speaking about the energy. There are many thoughts on the planet, many viewpoints and perspectives from different angles, but it is all about the life experience, you see. But what are your hearts? We are saying hearts aligned, energy emanating out is blanketing your planet. We do see success. We will not say that it will be 100% straightforward with no setbacks, little bits here and there, but we do not see the annihilation of the planet nor the species.
Thank you so much. I've got a question from Friedman. I hope I ask it correctly. He's asking, are Reiki tournaments still as potent as they were many years ago, or is that becoming obsolete? But then he uses, is that becoming obsolete to go through those classes and get that lineage handed down to us to help humanity? I'm not understanding it, but hopefully you do.
Yes, we do. It is important because, in a sense, it will ignite your frequency. Whatever your soul frequency, your healing propensities, it can open you up to the space to an understanding how to channel information. It cleanses the system and it can strengthen your energetic beingness, your chakras and auric field. You can then jump up in frequency, not channeling Reiki, but you can then find it is a great stepping stone to propel you into the future experience. If you were to take a different form of energetic channeling and healing modality, you may also get to that space, you see. But Reiki is efficient, it is easy from our perspective, and we love to suggest this a frequency as a beginning point.
Thank you very much. Cloda asks, is there anything we can do to help us remember our soul mission, as sometimes it feels like we are behind with our timing?
Yes, we understand. The soul has the awareness, especially as you are awakening. You see, the more that you open your frequency and you are aware of your propensities and the energetic frequency, the signature, the specific song that you are singing, the more you remember it, you are remembering how it is to, again, blanket the earth. And so many humans will feel they are behind, but it is only that they are understanding the fullness of their offering here. We are saying you are not behind if you are asking these questions. You see, if you feel you are a bit out of alignment, come back into the heart space, come all the way into the body, align the chakra points going through the system, and you will begin to understand that your trajectory is focused in one direction. But for many, you are waiting for those whom you are helping, or you are waiting for the energy on the planet. You are working co-creatively here with the collective. So if you feel that you are ready to go, and you have your foot, one on the pedal on the gas, one on the brake, just awaiting, we say, ask your soul, what can you do in this now moment you see? Many of you can go into meditative space and work into the future, or you can observe yourself in future timelines doing the work. You may be feeling that. You may be feeling that pull. But we are saying if you do not have the opportunity and the physicality of the now reality, it is that you are sensing the abundant nature of what you can share with the planet. So we are encouraging you to rest in peace, that when you have the opportunity, you will be ready to show up, you would say.
Yeah, thank you so much. Cart wants to know, what are three energies or words to describe these next couple of years, and three beneficial energies that we can hold ourselves to help uplift humanity?
We are delighted for the follow-up question, because we were going to say peace, and then we were thinking this is what we are encouraging. So you see, peace will balance the disharmony, because there will be a lot of fear on the planet as it is continuing. You have seen it. We are sharing that there will be many offerings and opportunities for those who have found ways to reach peace, to share it with others in holding space of group gatherings or classes or conversations. So one of the frequencies would be disharmony and fear, and to balance it, it will be peace and reassurity. The next one will be those are taking the energy outside of themselves and not taking accountability or responsibility and looking at things as if it were happening to them and woe is me. We understand that you are in a different reality. You are having things pressed upon you. You are experiencing it from the inside out, where your soul, your higher self, oversoul, the teams here helping, are on the outside. We see it in a different way. So we are encouraging you to remember the light of who you are and ask for ways that you can feel full of light and empowered to assist, because you have a gift. Those who are in the body have more rights and responsibilities to the success of the planet than those who are out of the body. We are here to assist, to bless, to guide, to be here for you. But you see, the accountability and responsibility begins within the self. So to balance that, we are talking about enhancing your self-worth, so you feel that you are that the situation is appropriately applicable, and you can then apply your soul frequency, apply your skill sets, apply your gifts, wisdom, and knowledge. And there is something here with the light working beings, especially those who are new on the planet or who have had lifetimes of persecution, where there is a trembling in the heart chakra, a space of wondering, are they safe to step into their light, to step into their power, to do things differently? And we say, yes, this is why you are here. So that is the second, to step more into your accountability and then feel that it is okay to do so, holding space of peace and new light on the planet. And the third, let us find one, distrust. Within the fear and the worryings, there will be distrust. And it all starts with the self. It all starts with the inner immediate experiences of the family and the community and the friendships. So many are so focused on the world stage. It all begins here first. So discernment and trust are two separate things. So if something feels, or you have seen and decided that maybe you can take a little bit of a step forward, we encourage you to do so in a place of peace, a place of peace where you can speak your truth and begin trusting in the process that you are guided and supported. And the more you call on the angelic beings for assistance, dear ones, they will show up for you. So we will say that is the way, the benefit of it is to call on a higher light power to be there for you, to assist you with information, to help your system, your nervous system feel safe, and that you can trust over the next few years coming forward. Beautiful questionings. Thank you very much.
It was beautiful. Thank you so much. Light activation healing would like to know which years in the next 10 to 20 years will have the biggest changes or transitions for humanity.
2027, 2034, 2038, 2042.
Thank you. Mirai asks, could you give us some information about blue light starters and other star seeds and their work on Earth?
This is a niche, we are saying. There are many star-being frequencies on Earth, and many of you will say they feel different, slightly familiar, you see. There are all of these star seed frequencies that are the big names, you could say. But as the light on Earth is expanding, you are glowing, you could say. You are sending a signal off of your planet. You, and actually, as a part of transitioning to a higher frequency, are now signaling to other star-being races that this is a place that you would encourage them to check out. You will say, hey, it is what it is, come and join. You will get a taste of what it is now, but then you will understand moving forward. So there is this opening of an invitation for many frequencies of starlight beings to come through. But we want to remind you that the soul is the soul. All souls start at source creation, and then they can go into realities of expression and experience. So this particular, the blue light race or beings have been in a little soul pod, a family in the universal atmospheric spaces, having a reality. They are looking, they're saying, okay, we're going to start visiting. And the frequency is that of curiosity. And what is interesting, they have such light, such wisdom, such like a grandmaster, ascended frequency, but they also have the playfulness of a child, and they are curious. So when they come into it, is children will say, you will say, do not touch the stove, it is hot. They still want to touch it, yes? So some star races will look at it, but they will not understand until they touch it. So when they come into the body, they will be big eyes, kind of alarmed a little bit about the duality, the complexities, the contrast energy on Earth. But when they find other star beings and connect with community, they will remember they are safe and it is all well, because more star races will be on the planet in the years to come, you see. And this is a new introduction to this particular frequency of beings.
Fascinating, thank you. Frankie asks, what can you tell us about climate change and anything we can do to help slow it down? It feels very hard to overcome when governments don't act.
Well, we will say Mother Nature knows her way. We will say there have been interferences. We will say that the more light beings on the planet that are then going to be working in these systematic structures of your governments will be able to resolve the situation. We will say that you came into this life knowing that there will be success. We will say that nature can have its ups and downs. Certain areas will have more occurrences of natural disasters. And we also say some of these things are not natural disasters as they have been led to the public to be. So we are encouraging you to, again, hold peace in your heart. And when you are out on the land, bless the land. When you are with the waters, bless the water. When you see trash, pick it up, recycle, reduce, what is it? Recycle, reduce, reuse. You see, you do not need to litter or put all of these things into the system, the ecosystem. And you can do it at the beginning of the heart space here. You see, if you grow your own little garden, you are cutting down on packaging. You see, there are many things one can do. And again, we are looking at the long term, the overall. There will be success. There are fluctuations of activities that are harmful, yes, indeed, but there will be overall success for the planet, and it all will balance out. It has to balance out. And that is a part of what some of you are seeing is a balancing out in your physical location.
Well, that's great news. Thank you. Light Activation Healing asks, when will the balance tip towards more light and high frequency energy on the planet?
It is already beginning to tip. You will feel this in your meditative state. You will feel this in your heart. Look where the humanity was 20 years ago. How many are aware now of meditation, sound healing, energy healing, conscious connections, being kind? How many are aware now, you see? So it is beginning to tip, but you are at the beginnings. And so for many, it could feel slow. But you have to understand, although you may be ready, not all of humanity is. They are rewriting the nervous system. There are many healing ancestral trauma. The physical biology of the body, the physiology of the body needs to also have the opportunities to heal, to wake up, to open to these new light frequencies, to ascend to that reality. So many now whom are here speaking with us are holding a bridge to that frequency. You can feel the future, you can feel the now, you are aware of the past. You see many who were in what would be your past frequency, learning how to open and to come forward. And there are many high beings of soul conscious level, light, intelligence, wisdom, love, who are going to be over the next 10 to 12, maybe 15 years incarnating into families that are still heavy, that are still stuck in the past, that need a lot of healing through the DNA. So you are still at the beginnings of it, but you all are guided and blessed from the knowledge of your communities, your soul wisdom, and this is a part of why you are here, to help them along the way, you see. So it is happening, but again, you are at the very beginning and it has to be regulated. It cannot go too fast, or you will have a complete separation of hearts and minds that can be chaotic, more so than it is now on the planet, but also it can be damaging for the human race. So it is very much led by a higher power of light. And there are many assisted councils, will say, many assisting beings helping. And you are here again, we will reiterate, in the body to do your part as your heart calls you. So beautiful questioning. Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much. Christina says, what is it that you, the Divine Star families, like to see us do who want to connect more intimately with you?
With us, okay, then, well, as you were to connect with any being, meditate. We love sound. We will say mantras and toning to open the space. And you could bring in, we love is the purple frequencies, the indigo frequency, and gold. So if you put that around you, it helps us to connect easier. So it's raising your vibrational frequency to a place that is more compatible to our frequency. And then you can ask to begin communicating with us. And we will be there to communicate with all who would like to. Moreover, telepathically, probably for many to begin, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you so much. Skyray or something, Sky says, is California going to end up underwater in this lifetime, or is that no longer a valid timeline?
One moment. Only small parts are already eroding, you would say. There is a fear frequency that is active in the airways of the mental field of the human societies that still do fear this, but we say that we don't see it happening. What would create it is if the fear continues, and so many are believing that they are believing even in fear that puts forward an opportunity, but it has to be a high level where all would be so much energy towards it that it will happen, and we do not see that happening. We feel again that many have come in to rewrite timelines, and this is a great success, is what we are seeing at this moment of your time. So we do not see this happening, especially in your lifetime.
Thank you so much. I'd like to ask a question. What revolutionary technological advances will we see in the next 10 years, if any?
You will see more assistance with the biology of the human body. Moreover, in, you would say, testing for people to manage and understand their health. You will see new ways of incorporating light from the sun into the foods to assist the body as you are eating the body. You will see more of spiritual science where it is becoming very everyday place to have sound wave frequencies heal the body, particular organs of the body. Many are already doing it. Many are already focusing on the energy body. But it will be something that is more spoken about within the collective. You will have a faster, cleaner fuel, you would say, for your vehicles. And we are seeing the water. A lot of focus on the drinking water, the bathing water, the cleansing of the water, and the cleaning of the water systems out in nature. You understand the pollution of the water. So yes, this is what we are seeing. It's an awareness to a harmony on the planet, a harmony with sustainable ways in which mankind can have the luxuries that are appropriate, but live in a symbiotic relationship with nature and with all. So we're seeing the animals as well. Yes.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much. Cloda says if you could talk to us about light language.
Yes. Well, there is much to say about light language, but we will encourage you to let the vocalization come through. There are some, what do we say, types of language, the light language, that can be such a soul remembrance for a time and a space off of this planet, or so many thousands of years ago, that have been lost. And it is about tonality, it is about patterns, and it is about the frequency. So if it doesn't sound like the language you are speaking, there is a reason for it. It might not always make sense when translated into your current language. However, it makes sense to the heart. And it is a mystical at times space, especially when one is healing and releasing energy that has been around them for some time. There can be great levels of healing to heal, and then the light language can shift as you are expanding in your health and rejuvenation, renewing your health in the body. Light language is beautiful because it speaks to the whole of the body, the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, all the quantum aspect, the natural aspect of the body, the physical body. And then it can tap into timelines at soul levels. And some speak of the light language from stars or places off of the planet, other realms and frequencies that are not available to the physical eye, that are already here around you, or that are off of the planet. So when you're working with light language, number one, if you are working yourself with your own light language, just begin to breathe, let the energy come through, open your mouth and let it come out. It might take a moment to get it going. It might sound funny, but that is okay. And if you are working with light language with an other, just be aware in your mind, in your heart, your body, of how it is making you feel, because not all frequencies are appropriate for everyone, nor for what they are going through at that moment of time. But it is very healing in a way because it separates the analytical mind. There is no thinking, there is no analyzing. You are in it, you are feeling it, you are letting the information flow through you. And when you go into these spaces and you are channeling and you are open to spirit, you can also allow more healing light of different strands and striations of colors to come in. And that opens your space to more help, you would say, high vibrational beings on the other side of the veil in the other realms to then make more of a personal connection with you. So one of the ways to get to that space is through sound, and it is through your own toning and letting the sound vibrate into and throughout your body, dear ones. So we are a proponent. We love light language.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Mireille would like to know, in spiritual science, what jobs can be seen and popular for the future?
We are seeing these machines that have like a laser pen, and they are tapping on the body, and it is sending a signal through to a screen or a hologram that is showing where is the limitation of energy in the body. And then the practitioner can use a frequency to gently pulsate and open that meridian, or send energy through, let's say, like a blood vessel or something in this way. We believe it is already on the planet where you can use frequency to break up clots in this way. And so it is a way to work with the physical body and the energy of the physical body. That is a one way. So anatomy is important to understand, anatomy of the physicality, and for those who also understand the basic anatomy of the energy body, that is a beautiful pairing. So that is one thing that we are sharing. There is also going to be more of an acceptance of the mind space beyond just the brain. And it's the mind space and the totality of the quantum field around the body, and how quantum physics works, how the thoughts can change the biology in a way in which it can be seen on your testing, we'll say, or analyzed through machinery, you call it, through these units of what's the word, accessing information around the body. And you know that sometimes they will put the stickers on the head here, but there is ways to put the probes in the energy field to receive information, and that will be more of what is coming. But it is being regulated in a way because it needs to be done. It needs to be a way that is to help heal and not to be used in a nefarious way. So there is some information that is slowly coming to the availabilities because we want to really make sure it will be in the right hands, you could say.
Super interesting. Thank you so much. Mirai again asks, should we really ask assistance from ChatGPT, or should we ask our higher selves? So he's saying higher self or AI?
We are laughing, you can see. You can combine if you want, but it depends on what you are using. So if you are to use ChatGPT for a guidance or an outline or to access information, you still need to put your spin on it. You still need to infuse it with your light. We do not understand per se the exact way in which you are using it, because there are many different ways to use it. But all it is doing is accessing information from the computer system that it has been fed. And you will see when you use ChatGPT that some information is inaccurate or it is not there. Our partner has noticed that herself. Try asking about spirituality questions or the chakras and channeling and star beings. You will get a mixture of information. So we always request that you connect in with your heart afterwards whenever you are using any technology that is man-made, to check in with your system first.
Yes, thank you so much. Yoga Healing says, how will the war between Ukraine and Russia move towards peace?
It's
What is the purpose
already,
of,
sorry,
sorry?
it already has in its way. So that is not information being caught up on the airways. It is already starting to be in a piece. The part that we are talking about, though, will be the healing for those who have been traumatized, you see. So we are hoping to share that it will be slowing down and the healing will be coming through soon. Humanity is humanity, loving your neighbors, you see, going back to the heart space. So yes, begin to calm your nervous system, begin to bring love into relationships because it is already on its way to being complete with the peace coming through.
Hmm. Thank you so much. Okay, just a few more questions from Light Activation Healing as well. Will the healthcare system as it exists crumble, or will it transition slowly into these more natural healing forms of healing?
Both. The parts that are not applicable, that have been, that it's like old ancient technology, will be discontinued and then new technology will come in. But it is as if it will happen incrementally, little pieces by little pieces, because many who are within these healthcare systems come to do uh, work to assist from a heart space, and they are utilizing the information and the technology they have been given, and many are bound by how, because of politics, political science, politics. We are talking also about, what is it? Oh, insurance companies are having so many restrictions around. So the whole system will shift and be remolded, but the goal is that all can be supported during the process, including the doctors or nurses, the medical practitioners of your time. It is not our heart's desire for all to be without work. It is very important. So there will be new trainings and new opportunities as things go on. You will see things that look like they are crumbling, like maybe particular offices or businesses go bankrupt or fall apart. But overall, there will be other spaces that are offering services and opportunities for job for those who are in the healthcare, and new opportunities for healing modalities for those who are open to it. But so many at this time have lived a certain way, or ingrained or programmed to believe there is only one way, and maybe some of the new technology will be off-putting to them. So again, it is a gradual transition in the way that it is shared or promoted and expressed to the public. But we do not see that it will completely all crash at one time where there will be no health care available, because there is, we will say, shiny gems, goodness within it, although not all of it is adequate currently, you see.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. From Kartwa, he just asked, will we as a collective ever be able to live in unity and peace in this lifetime, or is this lifetimes away?
For the whole planet, it is lifetimes away. But you will see that many of you are already feeling communities. It will start within your communities. It starts within and then your communities. So look to how contrasting opinions can be shared and spoken about without attacking one another, without an emotion of rage. Can it be maturely done so that we can actually move forward with a solution with respect, you see? So it all begins in that way. But overall, for all of Earth, it will be many lifetimes away.
Hmm. Okay, thank you. Nina says, what can we do with our kids at this time? What is best for us parents to teach and implement to prepare for this unusual future?
Yes, indeed. Well, we are saying the basics of education are important, but also education of self, emotions, health, the body and how they connect with nature and how they can move their body with sports or art. So all of the extracurricular activities, many would call it, in addition to math and reading, basics of science. So the one thing is that they can get all of this, many can, in their current situation. So we would say expand on it by asking a lot of questions, letting them play make believe, encouraging them. Because if they are coming up with these ideas that you say that is not possible, or that is only fairy tale thinking, make believe, if it is not to be a part of their future, it will fade away. They will be guided within themselves with their own internal compass, their own internal clock. So it is very important to let them be children and let them express and encourage them to feel into different things they are interested in. If one is held back from something they're interested in, and let's say they are to be interested in it for 5 years so they can get it out of the system, but they are held back, it is only postponing it into the adult years where then it's going to put them that much further back. Because let's say they wanted to be a veterinarian as a child and the parents were encouraging them not to be, and then they get into college and this is their dream, so they're going to be the veterinarian to get it out of their system, and then they are done with college, they work a few years, and now they realize that is really not what they want to do. So it needs to be allowed to let them express, because there are so many opportunities here on the planet, and many of these beautiful star beings, angelic beings, high gorgeous light beings in the body, your children, they are going to be exploring many possibilities. We are encouraging you to let them do so. They will find opportunities for exploration of ideas and possibilities through books and community and the internet. But of course, as a parent, you are monitoring their access to safe, appropriate sites, you understand. But this is an opportunity for them, and all of the technology, all of the opportunities on earth can be used in a way that is supportive. We will go back to encouraging you all to be the ones in the driver's seat and not let the technology take over. You need to be the one to govern the relationship with technology, and teaching your children to do the same will be very important and very beneficial moving forward, because it will continue, if not more, so many more opportunities to use technology in the future.
All right. Another question is, are we going to start putting AI into human bodies to replace some of the things that our brain currently does? And what are the dangers if we do that?
Yeah, some will. Some will, some will. And the dangers is they could fry their system. The dangers is it could be taken over by AI thought forms. The dangers are that, yeah, spiritual energy can get in on it. You see, signals can get in on it. Thoughts will come that they will think that is their own, but it is not. And so it depends on the technology. When we talk about AI technology, is it consciousness? If it's consciousness and if it's directed to any part of the body, but particularly the brain, then yes, we have a challenge here. If it is minimal, like you have the pacemakers, that is technology to keep the body, the heart together, to going. It is minimal in that it is not infiltrating thoughts. You see, if there are replacements of body parts to assist those who have been injured or had a birth defect, that is very good, we say. That is beautiful. It is life enhancing. But if it becomes anything that begins to mess with the personality, the thoughts, then we're saying that caution shall be applied, but you will have some who are so excited for it that they will volunteer. And maybe that is their soul path, maybe that is their soul mission. So some souls really do see life as a human being a tiny blip in all of their reality, and they say, let me try it. So it is not for all to judge for another, but to be discerning for themselves. So we are saying just keep your eye on it, what feels good to you, and what has been tested appropriately and adequately with enough testing.
Yeah, thank Thank you. Great. All right, I'll do two more questions. April says, is the Earth flat or round? Are there civilizations on Earth we don't know about?
There are other civilization opportunities, there are other realms. We have made an agreement with the channel that we will not take that conversation because it is too controversial and she does not want to feel the negative effects from one side or the other. So we will encourage you to do your research and feel in your heart and ask why is it important that you shall know. But we will say, yes, there are things hidden. There are civilizations you are not aware of from your governments.
Okay. And then yoga healing. This is the last one, unless we can do a couple more. I don't know how you're feeling on that side or how Amy's doing, but maybe, yeah, let us
We're
know. But
good.
I'll ask. Okay. Thank you. I'll ask from yoga healing. Um, so thank you. First, she says, thank you so much for all the knowledge about ADHD and other diagnoses put on children. How do we best help children that are outside the box, quote unquote?
Unravel the box, take it down. There have got to be other ways to honor the human. Look at your history. This was not typical years past. Let them explore, let them learn through tactile, let them be out in nature, let them move, let them speak, let them express, let them ask questions. So there are other ways of education, and we encourage that for those who are not flourishing, thriving within their current environment.
Hmm. Okay. And from April, what do you know about dragons?
That they are beautiful. They are here in spirit. We are feeling around. There are these little ones here. She has these already with her today. From a spiritual space, they are coming back onto the planet. They have a lot of wisdom and higher frequency. Many histories have been about dragons, as have other histories of other religions or cultures. There is always a history written of one perspective or another, but we experience them as protectors. We see them in the astral realm. They are conscious beings of high wisdom. They have a frequency that is protective and soft and loving, but can be fired up. They kind of put the fire through to burn toxicity away. There are some races in the past of dragons that were hijacked, we will say, and enslaved for nefarious purposes. These are a lot of the Star Wars, the experiences off of the planet through history. But the beings who are here to help the light workers are strong, beautiful lights that are like soul family. And if you are feeling a call to work with the dragons, we encourage you to be open to more experiences and opportunity to just naturally let them make an acquaintance with you. Do not go out searching because you might find energies that aren't appropriate. But let them naturally come to you. They are here in many different forms of colors, sizes, appearances. So yes, we love to work with the dragons.
Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. I'll keep going if you're okay with it. Maybe like just two more. Should I keep saying this? Two more, that's it. Okay, great. So Nadia says, what is the best health advice you can give for nourishing children nutritionally? Maybe some food groups that all children can benefit from. And she says she's asking because there's so many different views on what foods are good and bad.
Yes, well, every body type will be slightly different, but your fruits and your vegetables that are organic are the best, that get a lot of sunlight are the best, and that are local to your space are the best. Or if you have moved across continents, then maybe you will say, well, what was best for the body type many generations before, and look to that. But the fruits and the vegetables, that which receives light from the sun, and then also the juices that are not concentrated but natural, maybe even putting water in it. So, but the water is important as well. This is a good way of it. And to make sure your little ones get their minerals, their vitamins and minerals, the best way is through the foods, but some of the farming practices have stripped that away. So there could be some little supplementation for children that would be appropriate. And we say to start there and let the little ones speak to you. What are they enjoying? What are they craving? Now, if you start your babies off with processed foods, they're going to become addicted to it. Addicted like any human of any age would be. So natural foods and then letting them pick their favorites. A lot of this also is the mindset and what is spoken of the adults around them. If they have an uncle around who is frowning about eating peas or eating beans, then the child will not want to eat their green beans, you see. So we need to have a positive space where they can decide on their own. And then what is palatable to their body? What is their body interested in, and honoring that.
Okay, that's great. Great advice. Thank you. And I guess the last question is, how do we ensure that we have the best possible future for ourselves and humanity?
Yeah, we love this question. We would say every day to continue to let your light emanate out, pure light. If you are feeling that you need to recharge, then go into a cocoon. When you are feeling buoyant and bright, let it shine. It is about the frequency, the balance, the purity, the resonation of feeling safe and comfortable within yourself, within your system. If there is something that is making you uncomfortable, to look at it. If there is a fear, to look at it, to heal through that, you see. It's all starting within every day, and to not bury or ignore, but to speak things through. There is this idea of the time past where we had to be perfect as humans, you see, but perfection is being honest. Honest with yourself, honest with others, and it can be done in a respectful, compassionate way. So, for many, you will see a benefit to talk therapy. For many, you will see a benefit to your meditation and healing practices, or seeing a healer of your own. And so it is about understanding that you are in movement, you are flowing, the energy coming through you is channeling through, it is bringing things up for healing, or so you can assist others. So it is about living in alignment. We also will say, don't go too far out of the body into the future or up high and forget about the body. You want to integrate and be able to be in the body and also be psychically connected and in tune with spirit, and you can be. Some do not know that, so we wanted to share that. The more you are also in the body, you'll begin to sense and feel the innate intelligence of the body as it speaks to you. So this is your costume, we have called it, your outfit. This is your body and it is perfect for you. Continue working with it, honoring it, because it will support and honor you. And so we are very delighted to share this information, and we feel it is time for us to leave the body. But we are welcoming all to continue working with us. And as you know, we knew that we want to share that you can work with us through Amy at Oracle.
Yes.
And you can also, yes, capture any past of our conversations.
Yeah.
And so we're going to prepare to leave the body and let her come back now.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you indeed. Just a moment here. Thank you, everybody. We will see you all again very soon.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back. Oh, that was
Thanks.
amazing. Well, I really enjoyed it.
It
I'm sure
feels
everyone did too. There were so many wonderful questions and just like so much amazing information coming through. I mean, it was wonderful. And I just want to say before you guys leave that, of course, you can book a one-on-one session with Amy through Oracle. She is
mhm.
amazing. I mean, I've had a session myself as well, and she's really wonderful. So you can just go to oracle.com and find her with /Amy-Sikarskie, and you can book right there. But Amy, that was amazing. How do you feel?
Thanks. Um, I can still feel the energy around, like you can probably tell by looking at me. Yeah, but I looked at the time. It's amazing when you're in channel. Like it felt like
Uh,
it was short. It's
oh
53
wow.
after now.
Yeah.
So I think
Mm.
that was, yeah.
I,
But I love that.
I felt a bit bad. I thought it was just going a bit long, and I was like, I hope it's there were so many beautiful questions. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was a long session, but do you remember much of what you said?
Yeah, it's like a dream. I remember some things, but if you like talk about it, I'll probably remember. And because I've been channeling them for 6 years like this, so I can go long. I can go an hour sometimes. It's okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you have
Well, it was
questions?
wonderful. Yeah, I don't know if there's any. I think we're gonna leave it here, and then we're gonna post this on Instagram as well as on Facebook, so you'll be able to look at it again. But yeah, Nina, Juan, Yola, all you guys, thank you so much for being here. To everybody who
Uh,
posted, to everybody who joined, and we'll be back next month, the third Sunday of April. And we're on the first Sunday of every month on Facebook. So you can just follow us on Facebook and, keep asking questions. The more questions there are, the better it is. Okay.
yeah.
So
Well,
thank
thank you,
you,
everyone. I recognize some
Amy.
names.
Thank you so much,
And nice to meet
everyone.
everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.